What's up, YouTube? My name's Corey. I'm just it's like my first time making like a video about like I don't know real life stuff of me that I know everybody else is kind of going through it. Trying to figure it out, which is like what life. Yeah, no. I'm trying to like become an entrepreneur, or I mean, like I don't even like using that term because I feel like that's next level, but I feel like I'm in the middle of doing all the base work to be in that position. You know, be successful with like at least a couple things to say, hey, I'm doing it. But I know it takes a while, you know, and a lot of learning. You know, I'm 34 and I am no successful YouTuber. I've got like a few videos on there just kind of as a side thing I threw up there, you know, because I thought it was cool, and maybe one day I can make something YouTube. So I'm trying. This is it. This is me trying. You know, I've been really trying to do lots of different things in life, and you know, I'm nowhere off. You know, I work my ass off every freaking day. In the wintertime, I work on the road. You know, I live in Canada where it's cold, so in the wintertime, that's money making season here in Alberta, and you know, like even as we speak right now, I'm supposed to leave today actually for work for 20 days to go run an excavator on a rig. Like right now I'm in my office. It's chaos, or my new office. I'm in the middle of renovating the room where my office was. So I moved everything into the spare room I have, and I just got it all in here. I'm not organized, but you can see like I also have a lot of collectibles. You know, got comic books, Pokemon cards. But I got my bag there that is packed and ready to go to work, and I'm kind of on standby right now, waiting to leave. So, you know, I'm in here, just kind of spend some time trying to figure out how to get my computer connected to the internet, being so far away from the internet, or my router, geez. So, yeah, you know, and like, as you know, working on the road and trying to do all these little side hustles. I mean, that's what I call them right now, side hustles. Like, I'm just starting to figure it out and do it on my own. And like, I'm getting into stocks finally. I still can't say I know what I'm doing. I'm finding out which ones are where to go after. But I mean, I'm not rich, so I'm kind of just tiptoeing a little bit into them, like investment wise, like, you know, where I feel like money could do well. And right now I've got some long-term ones I invested in that I was advised by, not by, you know, guys on YouTube, you know, that, or like these other guys I follow that are really pay attention to what's going on in the whole world, you know, with energy and those type of resources that we're going to be going into with, like, you know, electric. So trying the whole stock thing. I do have a little clothing brand I started. That's kind of what I'm wearing right now. These hoodies are really nice, so that's why I'm wearing it. But you know, big fitness guy. I do a little bit of personal training on the side. That was stocks. My collectibles, like honestly, like I'm a hoarder with them. You've got some right here. But you know, I do sell sometimes, and I have made money off them. I wouldn't call that a side hustle. That's just kind of a hobby. But you know, my clothing brand, I'm hoping one day takes off. You know, maybe be like Gymshark. We'll see. But you know, I got that going on. I'm trying to get into affiliate stuff, just kind of as another income. Like I in the summertime, I've been doing construction my whole life. My dad, he came here when he was like 14 years old and started doing concrete, and that's what I started doing probably since I was about 14. He's from Portugal, my dad, so he's a very hardworking man, and his whole family is, and that's all I know is physical labor. So I'm trying to do it right now for, you know, the future, having more investments, and like just do it the smart way if I can. My dad, he's old school, so all he knows is work and sleep. That's all he knows. Me, you know, I enjoy feeding my soul a little bit and getting out. Like, I love hiking, you know. I like getting out hiking, being in nature, because, you know, it makes me feel good. You know, you get that fresh air, being out in dead silence out in the forest. No cars, no people, and just, you know, you can just get your mind right. I think that's big in this day and age, especially for all of us that are trying to make it. Like, man, it's everything that's going on in the world. Super hard. You know, money is hard. Like I said, I'm nowhere well off or rich yet, but I'm trying to pay my bills, and how I do it is just working and trying to do these side hustles. Like, I'm not well enough to invest a ton of money all at once onto these things, but I'm trying to get into them and learn them. I think that's the biggest thing. I'm just trying to learn how they work before I invest big. I think that's kind of the way to do it. Just hold on. I'm going to put this phone up here because my arm is sore holding it. And I'm talking more than I thought it would, but this stuff matters. I actually have a tripod here that I pulled out, and I use this because I ride BMX as well. And that's my tripod for recording some BMX videos. Now, that being said, I like to ride BMX. I don't know if this looks right. Hopefully. That should be good. Yeah, and then like I got my light back here, and that light I actually use for wood burning because I like doing wood projects on the side. Just a hobby, I've always been into it since I was in school. I'm also a high school dropout. I got out of school just to start working, got my own place when I was 16, and I've been doing it ever since. So that's kind of it, and just another guy just trying to freaking make it in life and doing it. So I'm hoping, like maybe, I don't know if this will go anywhere on YouTube, but one thing I'm kind of hoping is, reach some people, because that's a big thing. Like, I had a wild life growing up, did a lot of bad stuff, by my own choices, and I've changed my life so much. And I, on my social media platforms, like I wouldn't call them a platform, just on my Facebook page, I share statuses sometimes about, how I'm feeling about life, and, when stuff gets down and when you're up, and I find it connects to people, and I really like that. It makes me feel good when I get to connect to people and, let them know they're not alone. That's just like this video, man. Like, sometimes people looking from the outside in on somebody's life, they're like, wow, they're doing really well, or they got it made, and this, they must have lots of money, or they must have inherited money, they got lucky somewhere. But no, I mean, like, I feel like most of us, like me, like, I'm definitely not a showboater or nothing, like, I'm average as heck. Like, I'm finally got my life going decent now. Like, I had a patch there where I made bad decisions, and financially it just wasn't good. I lost a lot of my stuff, like physical things, like vehicles, quads, bikes. I let it all go. Wasn't focused, wasn't making the right choices, and maybe one day I'll make a video talk about some of my bad choices, because I definitely enjoy talking about them, because everybody fucks up, and it's good to know and be able to talk about that. It's good to talk about when you're out of it, you know what I mean? When you actually come on the other side of it. So, I think somebody out there might vibe with it or connect, and maybe to help them, because I think that'd be cool, But, I'm really hoping that if anybody actually watches this all the way to the end, I'd love someone to leave a comment and just, let me know, how are you guys doing it? Are you trying to do what I'm doing, taking the route of trying to get multiple things going on, maybe to be an entrepreneur, maybe not, maybe you're just trying to make it. How are you doing it? Because like I said, I don't even want to say I'm making it, I'm still barely getting my bills paid right now. I do own my house here. This is a reno flip house, my first one I'm gonna try and do. It's like it's an older house. I think I'd like to do a video one time about like my house, my renovations I'm kind of doing, and my plan. Like, it was half kind of done, so I'm trying to update and do what I can, and a few years flip that and get an acreage. I like being out in the country, so that's where I'm at, part of my hustles. So I'm just wondering if anybody else is trying to do the same thing, and how you're doing it, if it's working, what's working. Like, let's help each other out. I'd love that, tell me what's kind of working for you. Like, even if you've been doing some of the stuff I'm doing and it's really working for you, I'd love to hear how you're doing it. And if you got questions for me, I'd love to connect with people out there, and just see how we can help each other in making it. Because it's hard. I know it's hard. I've been up and down so many times in life, just in the last few years, this year alone. This has been a tough one for me with family and just life. A lot of stuff's going on. It happens to everybody. I know that, but I've been living my own, and it's been tough, and it's like right now it's January 1st going into 2025. So, you know, I'm cheers to that. Hopefully going good. You know, I'm not a firm believer in new year, new me stuff. You know, I grind on my own as much as I can all day, every day, all year round. You know, like to stay healthy, in shape, and spread that positive mindset and mentality. So that's kind of stuff I like to project and what I hope to attract, you know, that type of people, hustlers, grinders, people like me that are don't come from anything. I come from a good hardworking dad family. My mom, you know, they're you know, I got nothing bad to say about them. You know, I had a good childhood besides the choices I made, and I had a shitty part in life just from consequences of things I did. And that's all I mean, nobody else. Because I had my parents, I was a spoiled little shit for my mom. Straight up was a spoiled kid, you know. And my dad, he's always good. You know, he's a hard ass because he's an old school guy and works. My dad still works. You know, he had some health stuff this year. Maybe I'll get into that one other day on a video. And he's just a working man, and it's too bad that he's as stubborn as he is, because I'd love for him not to be working, which is kind of why I'm hoping one of these things I'm doing will catch track and go, and I will make some serious cash so I can retire my dad, you know. That is the dream for me. So, you know, retire my family so they can relax and my dad can chill out his old body, you know. I mean, my dad's in good shape. I mean, even though he's had some stuff going on over the years, my dad's in good shape, man. Because he's been doing, well, we've been doing concrete our whole lives, right? So it's just a physical job, but it also beats you up. So hand in hand keeps you in shape. But when you hit a certain age, you shouldn't be doing it. So that's kind of why I really want my dad to just to go relax, even though he'd probably go crazy with, you know, not having anything to do. But I'm sure he'll find something to do. But that's hopefully one day it works out like that. So I'm just gonna keep grinding and doing what I'm doing and working on the road as long as I gotta work on the road for, and you know, just take advantage of any chance that comes for a better way of life, you know, better job. And that's another thing one day I might make a video about, if, you know, if it vibes with people, you know, I'd love to share, because like I said, you know, I'm only 34, and I feel like I've lived 10 different lives and stories, and, you know, my careers and things I've done for work and other crap. You know, I got some good stories, so I hope connect with people. That's what I'm kind of really hoping for. So I'm gonna try and end this video on that, because, you know, like I said, you can tell I could go on forever just rambling, but talking about life. But like I said earlier, I hope some people connect with this, and if you guys got some ideas how I can do things better with the things I got my fingers in, let me know. And if you got any questions for me, ask me. I'd love to share. And yeah, thanks to anybody that watched this whole video and had some interest. So thanks.